Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer video, and today's episode is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to try, I suppose, my hand at vlogging. So you're going to come around with me a little bit today. We may do some filming in my car and we're going to be doing some talking about the British royal family, so please stay tuned. Hello and welcome back, and as you can see, you are joining me in my car. Now this is the first time that I think I have ever vlogged or spoken to you guys from my car. I'm just going about my daily life. I wanted to speak to you about the Queen. I'll just shut the windows because I'm not sure whether you can hear me properly with all the wind. It is really hot in the UK, so I could probably do with the windows open, and my air conditioning isn't working terribly well. So, I wanted to talk about the Queen at Balmoral. So yesterday was Sunday and she attended church as she normally does. But she was accompanied by some visitors, and the visitors were Princess Beatrice and Lady Louise Windsor and of course Prince Andrew. So in the main car with the Queen, sat right next to the Queen, was Princess Beatrice, and she looked absolutely amazing, and she definitely pulled all the stops out for her Sunday best. And in the passenger side of the car was Prince Andrew, sat next to the driver, or should that be chauffeur? So we now know who is at Balmoral for the first week of the Queen's official summer break at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. So definitely joined by Prince Andrew, Princess Beatrice and Lady Louise Windsor. So that would also possibly indicate that the Wessexes are also there as well. And we also know that Sarah Ferguson has in previous years attended Balmoral with Prince Andrew, Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice. So we have no word on whether they are there yet. They certainly weren't spotted at church. But maybe we will get to see more of them in the coming weeks. Again, we have no idea how long the visit is for, and of course royals will be visiting throughout the Queen's summer stay. So it's always a good idea to stay tuned to the Sunday church service to find out exactly who is with the Queen at church. Although, like I say, it doesn't completely allow you to find out exactly who's there, because some may stay behind. And because this is a vlog video, I will link to some articles or some videos, clips or something that has those photos, but those photos are widely available. Another thing that I wanted to talk about a little bit, and I might make a completely separate video on this, I'm not entirely sure, but I wanted to talk a little bit about Doria Ragland, Meghan's mother. Now there was some talk in my live chat this week, people asking me questions. Is she moving to the UK to be with Meghan? And the answer that I gave at the time was, I don't know, because I hadn't actually heard anything myself, and I haven't heard any concrete information or evidence to say either way whether she is or not. And it's still the case. I still don't particularly have any updated information on that. But I also wanted to mention, I suppose, a little bit of my own opinion on Meghan's mom, and especially in contrast with all the Markle debacle with Thomas Markle and Samantha Markle. I guess I wanted to just kind of make the comment, actually, how dignified and classy Meghan's mother, Doria, has behaved and conducted herself. She just is the very definition, I think, of dignified. I mean, if you looked up dignified in a dictionary, they could put a picture of Doria right next to the word dignified, and indeed classy, because she just is. I mean, she's conducted herself just impeccably, and she's behaved, you know, the model mother, and in particular the model mother of a royal, throughout the whole experience for Meghan. And that must be, I suppose, a big sense of comfort for Meghan, to know that she has that support and that level of trust, because, as I said in a previous video, I think the issue with we'll just park the car right here. I think the issue with Thomas Markle, her father, is now a matter of trust. The trust has just totally gone, and that is one thing that they most definitely need to rebuild. So I'm going to leave this video here for a moment. I may come back, I may film a little bit more on the return journey. I am doing my shopping, I'm doing some food shopping, and I'm doing some birthday shopping because it's my partner's birthday on the 23rd. So I haven't actually started doing any shopping yet. I may do some online. I mean, let me know in the comments section. How do you do your shopping these days? Do you physically go and buy stuff, or do you rely on things like Amazon? I mean, I certainly I'm probably going to do a little bit of shopping on Amazon too. But today is doing a little bit of looking around, seeing what's about. I may do a little bit of covert filming. I'm still not an expert vlogger that can walk around a shop vlogging and talking. I don't think I feel quite confident yet enough to do that. But I may film some footage and then maybe do a voiceover over the top of it, so that I'm commenting on probably what I would have said if I'd have been confident enough to say it in the shop itself. So until the next part of this video, I'll see you in a bit. Hello, I am back in the car. I am such a terrible vlogger. I did get a few tiny little clips in the shops which I will put after this little section, but I kind of figured that if I filmed my birthday shopping or my birthday browsing, that if he actually looked at the video, he would know or have an indication of what I'm thinking of buying. So I didn't film that much. I just got a few shots. There's a lovely shot of an elephant because it was World Elephant Day yesterday, so I thought that was rather appropriate. And who can not forget that lovely image and video of the Queen meeting the elephant, where it outstretched its trunk. Yes, it looked like the Queen was really enjoying meeting that elephant. That's quite an iconic Queen moment. I did get some shopping, and I'm going to do you a little mini shopping haul, seeing as we're vlogging today. It's not royal related, but you may be interested to know what I bought anyway. So these aren't gifts, I was just browsing. So let me just flip this camera round. So you can now peek into my shopping bag, and I will go through some of the things that I bought. So I got a strawberry conserve and cream Victoria sponge. I'm not sure if you can see the cream and things inside, but it looks really delicious, and I can't wait to try that this evening while I'm relaxing with my partner. I got 2 Cadbury's strawberries and cream pots of joy, and it's basically just diabetes in a pot. Made with melted Cadbury milk chocolate, and it's here for a limited time only, so I had to get 2, and of course I will be sharing those with my partner too. Now, you've probably just seen the clip, but I did buy the watermelon slices because I'm lazy and I couldn't be bothered to chop up a whole watermelon. For my lunch today, I'm going to be having, it's a southern fried chicken fillet in a bap with mayonnaise, so I shall be enjoying that later. I got my obligatory hairspray, which I swear by. It's Schwarzkopf's, I think I've said that correctly, got to be glued blasting free spray, and it keeps my do in tip-top condition and my hair perfectly coiffed all day long. Nothing beats this for hold. It does kind of go, I suppose it can go a bit gloopy, but it definitely holds my hair in place. It's the scaffolding I need to keep my hair up in the mornings when I finish doing my do. And I also bought my favourite squash, my favourite high juice, which is apple and Alfonso mango. And it is absolutely gorgeous, and if you've not tried apple and Alfonso mango, I suggest you do, because it is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so it's time to drive back home and make that journey. So I wanted to have a little bit of a chat on the drive back. It's not a very long journey from the shop I've just been to. In fact, it was a retail park. I've just been to a retail park that's local to me. And whilst I was in the supermarket where I'd just been doing my shopping. You've just seen all of the things that I've bought. It wasn't a full shop, just a little bit of a restock of my cupboards, I suppose, and a little bit of treats, well, quite a few treats actually. But whilst I was there, I had an idea, and it's something I've been toying with for a while for the channel, and I wanted to see what you thought about it. You've obviously just seen that I've just bought a Victoria sponge. I mean, that is a quintessentially English cake named after Queen Victoria, nonetheless. But how would you feel about me making one? I am sure in one of my recipe books, one of my royal recipe books, somewhere there is a recipe for a quintessentially English Victoria sponge, and I know they're not the hardest of things to make, but if you would like to see me trying my hand at baking, I have done some baking before. I do find baking quite therapeutic whenever I get the chance to do it, but if you'd like me to do it for the channel, or if you'd even like to see me maybe do a series of British food, a bit different, I could take you to different places and we could look at food and we could experience food, or I could cook food, just quintessentially English things, kind of like a British take on food. So do let me know if you think that's a good idea and if you would watch those vlogs. One of the things I would like to do a little bit more of on this channel is more vlogs, a little bit like this, where I can, you kind of follow me around in the day and we talk about the royal family. If that's something that you would like to see more of, then do of course let me know in the comment section below. And I'm actually finding that I'm quite enjoying driving and chatting at the same time. It's the first time I've ever done it, and I've often watched different vloggers do it and wonder how they did it, if it was easy, and actually it's fine. It's kind of just like talking to somebody in the passenger seat next to you. You still concentrate on your driving. I'm at a junction now and I'm just going to pull out in a moment as soon as the coast is clear, and I'm gone. There we go. Shoot out. There we go. We have lots of traffic islands here in the UK. I know in America and other places in the world you mostly have crossroad junctions, but we have lots of islands in the UK. Let me know what traffic is like where you are. But yes, driving is fine, I think, while you're talking. Like I say, it's just like talking to a passenger, I suppose. So I'm going to sign off here. I may pick up this vlog and do some more vlogging when I am home. So if you're enjoying this daily vlog, please give it a big old thumbs up. So before I go for lunch, I just wanted to talk to you about a song which I am obsessed with at the moment, and that is the Cher cover of ABBA's Gimme Gimme Gimme. Music, I think, has been a little bit flat this year, and trust Cher to bring it back, to bring back that pop happy vibe. And Cher and ABBA together, wow. Just go and listen to the song. It's Cher, Gimme Gimme Gimme. Literally, my wig flew off and is in another dimension. So here it is, the southern fried chicken fillet bap, which I put on a nice Wedgwood plate. I'm not sure if I can show you the inside. So I asked the lady to put some mayonnaise on in the shop, and there's some nice, I suppose, there's some fried chicken juices on the bread, but I always like to add a little bit more mayonnaise because that's not enough for me. So I use the Heinz Seriously Good light mayonnaise, and I prefer the taste of a light mayonnaise because I find the taste a little bit sharper, which is a bit more to my liking. So you just close that down. It's still warm, by the way. I should have mentioned that it's a warm southern fried chicken fillet bap. And then I also add, which some of you might not like, I don't know, some HP sauce, some brown sauce, and I put a little bit on the side, and I dip in. So that's going to be my lunch. Right, so I've decided to make tea the quick way, which is to add a tea bag and hot boiling water and leave for around 3 minutes until it's boiled. And then I'm going to add some milk and I will catch up back with you later. So I'm here in my garden and I've got some books which I'm going to read, which is going to help me, I think, to choose, hopefully if I can find something, what to bake for the channel. So I'm just going to get set up. In fact, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you something. Okay, so here's my table, and I'm having a bit of a trouble because it's been raining earlier and half of the table, or rather 3/4 of the table, is actually all watery, see? So I can't put my book down on that bit. In fact, my cup is slightly submerged, and my books are just okay there because there's no water there. Look, it's dry. But the water line is right there if I just splash. So I need to kind of turn the chair around and I will film the other side. But these are the books, by the way, that I'm going to be looking at if I just show them. So these were actually bought from my Amazon wish list, and I've got Tea Fit for a Queen, and the foreword is by Lucy Worsley, who is a historic royal palaces historian, and she's also had some TV documentaries and that kind of thing out. And I also was gifted Royal Teas, seasonal recipes from Buckingham Palace. So I'm hoping that there is some kind of royal themed cake in one of these. So I'm going to sit down in a minute and enjoy my cup of tea in my garden and try and find a recipe. Okay, I thought I would set the camera up this way. I'm going to ignore the water on the table that's here. I'm just going to hold the books on my lap, and of course I can enjoy my cup of tea in the garden, which is what I've been waiting for ages. Now I've just had a quick flick through this book, and although there is some recipes in it, there's also lots of kind of historical writing and lots of historical pieces. So I don't think I'm going to find particularly what I'm looking for in this book, so I'm going to concentrate mostly on the royal teas. This book is going to be very handy for something else, but I think I'm not going to find my sponge cake, so to speak, in this one. So I'm going to put this one down for a moment and I'm going to have a little browse of this. I'll just probably refocus the camera, maybe tilt it downwards so you can see. There we go. Okay, so I'm hoping you can obviously hear me and see what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at lovely pictures of sweet peas, what looks like blueberries, cherries and red currants. So royal teas, seasonal recipes from Buckingham Palace. If only my table looked like that. Oh, by the way, it was by Mark Flanagan and Catherine Cuthbertson for the Royal Collection Trust. So let me see. Where would Victoria Sponge be? I think it would be in the summer. So let's go and have a little flick through. There's lots of lovely nice things here. Summer berry tartlets, which look very nice indeed. Cherry madeleines. Victoria Sponge, I found it. Okay. Well, if I show you what I can see. So there's a lovely picture of Queen Victoria with her Victoria Sponge, and of course the recipe. So maybe you can see that, and maybe if you want the recipe you can kind of pause the vlog here and you can see the method and the recipe. But I'm going to have a little read of this now, so I'm going to turn everything back up. There you go, you can see me now. So another wonderful way to show off homemade jam. Queen Victoria is known to have had a sweet tooth, and this light but delicious cake was named in her honour. So what do I need? Okay, everything seems easily sourced. Okay, so this is one of the recipes, and I thought actually maybe you could decide what I make. So I'm going to put Victoria Sponge as one of the recipes in the list. I may even create a poll on the community section of the page where you can go and vote. So let's say Victoria Sponge is option 1. I just had another idea. Because this is themed into seasons, so autumn, winter, summer and spring, I could choose different recipes from that season for you to decide what I make. Now the other one that I thought would be nice, so it's going to be a choice of 2, Victoria Sponge and scones and strawberry jam. So let me know. There is also a recipe about how to make your own jam, and I don't think I'm feeling quite that adventurous, but maybe I could make my own jam at some point in the future. But so the choices are going to be scones and strawberry jam or Victoria sponge. Go to the community page on my YouTube channel and vote. By the way, I was just reading the back of this book, Royalties, and it says that Mark Flanagan was actually royal chef to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and Catherine Cuthbertson is royal pastry chef to Her Majesty the Queen as well. So actually these recipes are incredibly authentic. So if the Queen has a Victoria sponge, it will likely be this recipe. Okay, so I think I'm going to end today's vlog here, and I'm going to go and edit this video together and try and make all these different pieces of footage into one vlog. Please let me know in the comment section below if you've enjoyed this type of daily vlog and if you'd like to see more of it, where I take you along with me in my daily life but also talk about the royal family as well at the same time. So please let me know your thoughts if you'd like to see more daily vlogs in the comment section below. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me in Shropshire, goodbye.